this.
Well then. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for this.
Ready.
All right.
Indeed.
Let's go.
You seated yourselves and called for a stein of the finest mead. Your partner, Ranni, is in a particularly good mood. Quaffing the bar's spirits buoyed your spirits. When things are lively, Ranni will recount a certain tale. You were an adventurer, just starting out, and didn't know right from left. It was then that you first met.
Be careful! An ambush!
"Shall I open that door for you?" the rogue Ranni inquired, after appearing from out of nowhere. He thought that it would be a simple matter to take advantage of your naivete and pocket some coin.
It's my turn.
Done. Oh, yes. Simple.
Since that point, you've been journeying under mutually beneficial terms. You handle combat, and Ranni handles locks.
You came to Hydeland as an adventurer. Like many of your fellows, you strove to challenge the dangerous labyrinths here. The labyrinths were every bit as perilous as you'd heard. Most were lucky to have even their bones exit the ruins. You don't currently belong to the guild. I recommend registering. You can get jobs there and learn skills. Clad in full armor, the Guildmaster Samuel Joseph stands in the center of the guild hall like a statue. He appraises you with a look and dismissively states that only worthless adventurers leave their equipment in disrepair. Your travels thus far have left your equipment positively thrashed. You resolve to rectify that before returning. The Guildmaster directs you to Morgan's magic item shop. The magician is even able to repair magical equipment. To be deemed worthy by the Adventurers Guild, you must first repair your broken equipment. You conquer a labyrinthine set of stairs, and Morgan Lisley, shopkeeper and witch, welcomes you to her establishment. There is no object's repair which does not fall under her purview, from ornate magic staves to rusted axes. Welcome to my shop. What would you like? Adventurers come here not only for repairs, but for appraisals and to purchase magic items. You will visit Morgan often. Your equipment is now unmarred. You should return to the guild and see if the guildmaster deems you worthy. Once again, the Guildmaster Samuel Joseph stands in the center of the guild hall like a statue. With your equipment now in tip-top condition, you request to join the guild. Samuel issues you a test of skill. What will you do? Your test is to help a warrior named Roland. Samuel says that you can find him in the ancient temple ruins. To prove your mettle for the Guildmaster, you head to the ancient temple ruins to assist the warrior Roland.
What are you doing? Bastard.
A magic gate was recently found in the ruins on the outskirts of town. Use that to reach your destination. Many things lie within the ruins of the old Elysian Temple. Some quiescent, some far less so. An ancient dragon spoken of in myths is said to have destroyed the Elysian civilization in one night. You liberated a fairy that was trapped in a cage. They're here!
Outstanding. It's my turn. Done.
You have made your way to Roland. At the Guild's behest, he is looking for adventurers who went missing in the ruins. For you to pass your guild exam, you must help him. Roland tells you to search in the ruins that are submerged in water. Much time has passed since the missing were last seen. He tells you to bring back their bones if they are found dead.
An ambush!
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I got it. Simple.
The orc army is apparently getting here via the waterway. Their cargo is various articles from ships that had been reported missing.
It's my turn. Oh, yeah. I got it. Done.
Ambush!
Oh, yes. Voila!
You have found the bones of a missing adventurer. Sometimes the dead have been known to leave behind a message right before they perish. As you investigate the wall painting, you detect that the area behind the wall has been hollowed out.
Let's see. Simple.
Similar to this one spread throughout the area. You exit the area, taking care to avoid drawing the attention of any other harpies. You have fulfilled the request. Report your work to the Guildmaster. You return to the guild to report your quest. However, Samuel gives you an additional task. It is possible to resurrect the dead with their bones. He tells you to go to the temple to attempt the resurrection ritual. Canaan Temple is a temple dedicated to the worship of the goddess Althena. Proceed there immediately. You were ordered to attempt to resurrect guild members at Canaan Temple. As you enter, a kindly voice echoes from the back. You seem to be in need of help, a monk says, and approaches you. The prayer of the monks sometimes restores the dead to life. The goddess bestows mercy to those whose time has not yet come.
Wandering One, how can I help you?
Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. The prayer reaches the goddess, and the pile of bones is made new. The adventurer pledges their allegiance to you as thanks. Any adventurers you resurrect will wait for you at the inn. You can now fill out your party with those who are waiting at the inn. Please be aware that if you leave an area and one of your party has fallen, they will become lost. If you encounter any bones during your questing, be sure to bring them back and resurrect them so that they can assist you.
Okay!
You have fulfilled the request. Report your work to the Guildmaster.
Wandering One, how can I help you?
You stand before the goddess statues, Jula, Althena, and Vernus. These statues have all crumbled. Texts say the goddesses sacrificed themselves to defeat a dragon, which caused their likenesses to degrade as well. Althena, the one in the center, is the goddess of compassion, battle, and odyssey, making her popular with adventurers. If your party falls during your adventure, a prayer to Althena and a tithing of your money will resurrect the party. If you are repeatedly depending on her grace, the amount you must offer for her services will continually increase. Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. After delivering your report, you think you see part of a smile cross Samuel's face. You are now registered with the Guild. You may now get cooperation from Guild members. They may participate in your party and help you in completing quests. The Adventurers Guild has a backlog of quests because many adventurers are occupied with the Dragon's Crown rumors. The king and his retinue left to find the Dragon's Crown and are missing. Many Guild members are now searching for them. The existence of this crown that supposedly controls dragons is disputed, but the king was obsessed with finding it. Samuel hurriedly assigns you a new task. You get the feeling that he deems you reliable and trustworthy. It's a request from this country's prime minister. The quest's details will be provided at the castle. You wonder about the lives of the powerful people in that grand castle. You happily accept the job.
You're back. I have a request.
You accepted a new request from the Guild. You must go to the castle for further details. Flanked by guards, you are led through the secure castle. Princess Vivian and Prime Minister Gustav awaited you. The Prime Minister speaks a lot, in contrast to the silent princess. He asks you to swear to keep this matter secret. The royal scepter has been stolen. A witness who saw the thief described him as Tommet, a known bandit. Your job is to track down Tommet and retrieve the scepter. Also, for the sake of the kingdom, this must be kept secret. Ranni whispers that he knows of this Tommet. He's well known and is based out of the old capital. You bow and leave the throne room. In order to retrieve the royal scepter, you chase the thief into the ruins of the old capital. Many things lie within the ruins of the old Elysian temple. Some quiescent, some far less so. An ancient dragon spoken of in myths is said to have destroyed the Elysian civilization in one night.
What?
Oh, crap. Let's see. Done. It's my turn. Oh, yeah.
The orc army is apparently getting here via the waterway. Their cargo is various articles from ships that have been reported missing.
Let's see. Voila! It's my turn. Oh, yeah. Simple.
They're here!
As you investigate the wall painting, you detect that the area behind the wall has been hollowed out.
I got it. Done. Oh my.
Similar to this one spread throughout the area. You exit the area, taking care to avoid drawing the attention of any other harpies.
You're back.
Wandering One, how can I help you?
Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. These are the ruins of the ancient capital city. It was destroyed following an invasion from the Northern Empire. Now, it is a dangerous place, full of dragons and wyverns.
They're here!
It's my turn. Oh, crap.
You find the bandit Tomet in a hideout amid the ruins, just as Ranni told you. It is said that whatever this man desires, by thievery he can acquire. Ranni asks, "Are you Tomet, the bandit legend?" Beaming, he displays his spoils and tells the tale behind each item. When you ask about the scepter, he says, "That was indeed I," and goes on to boast exactly how he got into the castle. When you inquire further about the scepter, he deduces your true intentions and darts away. Pursue the thief, apprehend him, and reclaim the scepter. You cannot capture a target swimming underwater. Watch for your quarry to surface.
They're here!
It's my turn.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Be careful!
Outstanding. Oh, I can do that.
An ambush! What?
Filthy Luca. It's my turn. Voila!
Careful!
Down Tomet, who is so stunned that he's actually been caught that he cannot move. Relenting, he produces the scepter from his bag and hands it to you. You have reclaimed the royal scepter, stolen from the treasure room of the castle. You must deliver the royal scepter to the Prime Minister at the castle. Once again, you are led to the throne room under guard. This time, a man stands there with a presumptuous grin. The man tells you to hand over the scepter. You tell him that you don't know what he's talking about. The man's mouth transforms into a twisted grin, and he signals his guards. They inch closer, swords at the ready. What will you do? You fall into a fighting stance. As soon as you steel yourself for battle, the Prime Minister and Princess burst in. The Prime Minister orders the guards near you to stand down. The man twirls his cape and leaves, as if nothing happened. You sigh, relieved that you didn't have to shed blood in the castle to resolve the problem. The Prime Minister tells you that man was Count Dean, the younger brother of the king. He is trying to usurp the throne. The scepter indicates the throne's heir. The Prime Minister says Dean had Tomet steal it to deny the princess the throne. The Prime Minister takes the scepter and narrows his eyes in satisfaction. He pays you for completing the request. The fairy you saved in the ruins appears before you. She seems to want to take you somewhere. The fairy leads you into an old, ivy-covered tower. You find yourself in a cluttered room that seems to be a laboratory. Judging by the stratification of dust, much time has passed since anyone last entered this room. Letters amidst the shambles indicate that a magician named Lucane lives here. You find a message he penned on the desk. Lucane wrote that he was off to see a magician friend named Wallace in the underground labyrinth. The fairy uses various interpretive gestures to indicate that she wants you to find him. You accept her job request. You head to Wallace's underground labyrinth to look for the magician Lucane.
You're back. You have a request.
This underground labyrinth is said to have been made in a single night with powerful magic. It is a dangerous place replete with traps. It bars entry to all who would dare.
What?
I got it. Let's see. Simple.
The trap was sprung, and the door magically closed fast. Slime creatures are weak against fire. The torch on the wall could be used to great effect. The clink of metal hitting the ground can be heard. You obtain a magic key to open the door. Out of the blue, a mouse darts out and leaps onto your palm. The rodent claims to be the apprentice of Wallace the Magician. He says he was tasked with caring for the laboratory while Wallace was gone, but it is beset by malevolent magic users. When you ask about Lucane, the apprentice answers that his master's friend went into the labyrinth and hasn't returned. Your quest to find Lucane is delayed as you attempt to liberate the lab for Ricky, the magician's apprentice. The door to the laboratory is through this hall.
I got it. Voila! It's my turn. Simple. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Outstanding.
Be careful!
It's my turn. Simple.
Because the laboratory was being misused, some of the experiments housed within have now run amok. There's been a population explosion of mutated beings that spread their spores around. The labyrinth is overrun by fungi.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
What?
It's my turn. Filthy lucre. Oh, I can do that. Oh, yes. Simple.
Enemies?
They're here!
Done. Filthy lucre. Oh, I can do that. Filthy lucre.
Destroy the cocoons before they hatch, or they'll keep coming.
Yeah!
found some bones that seem to belong to Lucane in the depths of the labyrinth. The tattered raiments and jewelry leave no doubt that the corpse is indeed Lucane's. You bring back the bones of the magician Lucane. You found Lucane, but he was dead. You imagine the fairy will be overcome with grief, but you need to return to her.
Wandering One, how can I help you?
Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them.
May they rest in peace.
Allow this heart to beat again. Welcome to my shop. What would you like? Which one do you want? When you enter the laboratory, the fairy frantically flits around you, as if it senses your uneasiness. Upon seeing Lucane's bones, the fairy enters into a panic. She begins tugging at your arm to get you to leave the tower. The fairy is apparently attempting to lead you somewhere. You collect Lucane's bones and follow her. As you enter, a kindly voice echoes from the back. You seem to be in need of help, a monk says, and approaches you. You nervously hand the monk the bones of Lucane. Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. The prayer reaches the goddess, and the pile of bones is once again given flesh. Lucane, shocked to find himself alive, thanks you profusely. He tells you to visit him at his laboratory and leaves. The resurrected magician has returned to the old tower in town. You decide to see him to ask more details. The magician Lucane is waiting for you in the laboratory of the old tower. It seems that dying had an adverse effect on his short-term memory. Lucane can't remember why he went to meet Wallace. Lucane is researching magic called runes, which are closely tied to spirits and fairies. Lucane introduces his fairy friend to you. Her name is Tiki. She left the fairy forest due to her strong curiosity. He thanks you again for saving him and allowing him to enjoy life's rich pageant. He displays his magic trinkets. Lucane says that he'd be happy to sell you these items at a fraction of the normal price, and answer any questions you have. What will you ask? Lucane says that he would be delighted to discuss this, and launches headlong into a discussion about runes. Runes are magical letters that spirits and fairies carved into the world. You may have seen them yourself. Touching runes makes letters sparkle and float. Runes are a combination of 3 characters that create various effects. However, runes won't work unless a spirit or fairy is present. That's what you gather from Lucane's long lecture. Before you realize it, Tiki is following you around. She seems to have taken a liking to you. She will accompany you on your adventures henceforth. Fairies are known to be adept at finding hidden things. A letter from the castle has come to you via the guild. It simply says to report to the castle in all haste.
You're back. You have a request.
You assume that the letter was sent by the Prime Minister. Perhaps he has another request for you. Count Dean is waiting for you at the throne room. It is he who sent the letter. After your previous encounter, you can only assume that he's up to something nefarious. You brace for combat. The guards have drawn their swords and are blocking the exit. Count Dean starts talking to you in a soft voice. He says that he has personally requested. He wants you to scout Bilberon Fortress on the border. This underground fortress is a well-known structure. Originally built to defend against the Orc army, it now lies in Orc hands. Scout them and learn their invasion routes. It is a very dangerous mission, but refusal means that you will be at the mercy of Dean's guards. You accept. Per Count Dean's request, you agreed to infiltrate and surveil the subterranean fortress at the country's border.
All right.
All right!
Okay!
The Orc army presently controls Bilberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon. The King's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and
It's my turn. Done. Outstanding.
You step into the enemy kitchen. A corpulent chef grabs a goblin instead of meat and suddenly stops. The cook, sensing your presence, stares directly at you. Luckily, her sight's not so keen, so she doesn't notice you. Eventually, the chef returns to her meat cutting. You use the goblin's screams to mask your escape. The pathway, blocked with a stone wall, doesn't look like it would give way unless you bombed it.
What?
I got it. Done.
Be careful!
Outstanding. It's my turn. Oh my. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Careful!
Outstanding.
Oh my. Filthy Luca. It's my turn. Simple. Oh, I can do that.
They're here! What?
Outstanding. Yes. Ow, please. Oh, I can do that. Oh, quit it. Oh my. Ow! Oh, quit it. It's my turn.
At the bottom of the stairs is an area connected to the sewers. This seems your most likely escape route.
Come at me!
defeating the Minotaur, you move through the sewer's filth. The reconnaissance mission went well. You gathered intel and slipped back across enemy lines. Among the treasures you claimed is the great sword of the hero Javline. You succeeded in acquiring intel on the underground fortress. This job will be completed once you report to Count Dean. You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention the hero's legendary sword. Naturally, he demands the great sword, but at least he's in a good mood now. He thought you'd just flee, but you didn't. It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean confides in you some of the problems in the castle. Once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Archduke McNeil of Bolga to the throne. Bolga is an aggressive nation to the north. McNeil is related to the King of Hydeland and has a legal claim to the throne. Count Dean claims that McNeil has been rallying nobles in Hydeland to support his claim to the throne. That's why Dean hired Tommet to steal the scepter. He says that Tommet is extremely trustworthy, so long as he is paid. Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you are being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes. Since you completed the job at the castle, you return to the Adventurers Guild to tell them what transpired. Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here. Roland is waiting for him to return. Roland thinks that he just missed him, and asks you to track down the Guildmaster and bring him back. You look for Samuel, the Guildmaster. He should be somewhere in town.
Oh, which one?
Welcome to my shop. What would you like?
Wandering One, how can I help you?
Allow this. Allow this. As you leave the temple, a ragged old man slumped in the road calls out to you in a gravelly voice. His raspy voice makes it difficult for you to discern if he's even speaking your language. You can give him a coin if you feel pity for him. Of course, you're free to walk away as well. He doesn't even acknowledge the coin. He mutters over and over. You probably won't be able to communicate with him, no matter how long you strain your concentration. When you tell him that you can't find Samuel, he tells you to check the temple. Samuel prays for his friends on occasion.
Did you find him?
Wandering One.
A giant man in armor finishes his prayers and turns around. His pensive expression quickly turns fierce as he sees you. He tells you he was praying because he has sent many friends to look for the king, but they haven't found the slightest clue. When you ask to help, Samuel just nods and hands you a request form. It's the same request the temple gave you. In a remote region, marriageable girls are disappearing one by one. The catacombs are believed to be linked somehow.
May they rest in peace. May they rest in peace. May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, a ragged old man slumped in the road calls out to you in a gravelly voice. His raspy voice makes it difficult for you to discern if he's even speaking. You can give him a coin if you... He doesn't even acknowledge. You probably won't be able to. To solve the mystery of the disappearances, you head to the catacombs where the villagers fear to tread.